What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So, um, I am very grateful that the powers to be, when it comes to choosing Hall of Famers, finally did the right thing and put Sweet Lou Hudson in the Hall of Fame. The only thing about it, he's not here to receive his flowers. Passed away 8 years ago. But there's one player who's not in the Hall of Fame. It still boggles my mind why he's not in the Hall of Fame, and I'll tell you why. Because of the lowering of the bar. Okay, um, as we all know, Mitch Richmond is in the Hall of Fame. 20,497 career points. Uh, for many years, he was one of the best scoring guards in the NBA throughout the 1990s. Won a championship with the Lakers, though he was not um, much of a contributor by that point. And that's enough to put him in the Hall of Fame. But I'm wondering, why is Walter Davis not in the Hall of Fame, even though he's post similar numbers? You know, when you look at their resumes, Walter Davis and Mitch Richmond, their resumes are very, very similar. Their numbers are very similar. Um, the career scoring average is a little bit in Mitch Richmond's favor, um, but a lot of other advanced metrics favor Walter Davis. PER, true shooting percentage, VORP, uh, win shares. And that's one knock you have on Mitch Richmond, is that in some of the years when he was the most brilliant individually in Sacramento, they were a terrible team. They weren't winning. They were winning between 25, to 35 games for the most part. And he didn't have a great team around him, but still the fact remains the same. He wasn't winning. You contrast that with Walter Davis. If it wasn't for the Showtime Lakers from the late, well, actually predated the Showtime Lakers. But if it wasn't for, say, the Sonics and then the Showtime Lakers, Phoenix may have made it to the finals. From the time Walter Davis joined the team, I think it was '77, the Phoenix Suns, until the mid '80s, they were always a good team. Matter of fact, the year that he joined them, they went up 16 wins, if I'm not mistaken. They won 16 more games his rookie year than the year prior. Like I said, they were both great shooters. Um, you could argue that Walter Davis was his generation's version of Reggie Miller. He was very quick, um, great jump, great jump shot. Didn't have the benefit for several years of the 3-point shot, and then even when the 3-pointer was implemented, they weren't shooting like that in the '80s. So you can only imagine what he would have done in the '90s when they were shooting it more. Not like today, but still they were shooting it. The best shooters were shooting maybe 3, 4 a game. You know, maybe 5. They weren't shooting like that in the early '80s. At best, a team might have been shooting 2 a game. So I'm saying, like, if you look at the numbers, it's similar. The number of All-Star appearances. Uh, Mitch Richmond has a championship, but that was his last year in the league. He really wasn't a factor for that championship. He pretty much just got a free. I don't want to say a free ring, but You know what I'm saying? He really didn't participate much during that championship run with the Lakers with Kobe and Shaq. But other than that, man, their numbers are very similar, and I have a very hard time seeing how you can justify putting Mitch Richmond in the Hall of Fame, but not Walter Davis, other than recency bias. And as the bar gets lowered more and more, there are other players that I can think of that warrant a second look or a third look. Tom Chambers. Shit, at this point, Antoine Jameson, Pau Gasol. At this point, I think you kind of have to put Pau Gasol in the Hall of Fame. If we're talking about Draymond Green and some of these other guys getting in first ballot, first ballot, first ballot, first ballot. Dennis Rodman retired in 2000. I don't think he got into 2012 or something. First ballot? Nah. There's a lot of guys that need to be in the Hall of Fame then if this motherfucker get in first ballot. He shouldn't be getting in any goddamn way. Anyway, tell me what you guys think.